Hello, Professor Honky Tonk here. Welcome to the second installment of my Introduction to the E9 Pedal Steel course. In today's lesson, we're going to be checking out some string pairs that we can use to play some simple harmonized scales. One mistake I made when I first started playing pedal steel was I figured, okay, I've got 3 picks. I should be grabbing 3 notes as often as possible, right? But as I started to study the great steel players and transcribe some parts, I realized that a lot of the time they're not picking 3-note chords, but that 2-note groupings are kind of the bread and butter of steel playing. So we're going to use a basic note grouping of your B and G sharp strings. And since we have multiple B's and G sharps, today we're going to be using pairings of the 3rd and 5th string, the 5th and 6th string, and then the 6th and the 10th string in order to play some simple harmonized scales. In exercise 2A, we have a G major scale being played in harmony, starting on the 3rd and 5th string for variation 1, and then 5th and 6th string for variation 2, and then 3rd variation is going to be strings 6 and 10. As you play these, check where the nose of your bar is. Make sure that the tip or the nose of the bar doesn't extend past the strings you're playing on. You want near the tip of the bar to be on the highest string you're playing. Also, you have to do just a little bit of blocking if you don't want to hear smeariness between all the notes. So think about incorporating just a little bit of blocking. Third point is make sure that the bar stays straight, which is something I still kind of struggle with, keeping the bar perfectly in line with the fret, with the nose of the bar right in the middle of the fret. Now remember, your ear should be the final judge about whether you're in tune or not where the fret is. Use your ear, use the frets as a guide, but then use your ear to really fine tune. Intonation is probably the most challenging part of this exercise. In order to sound in tune, not only do you have to put your bar in the right place, but you need to make sure that your string pulls on the A and B pedal are tuned correctly as well. So let's check out exercise 2A, the harmonized scale in the key of G in what I'm going to call the pedals up position. We'll talk more about that later. 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Two, 1, 2, ready, go. Two, 1, 2, ready, go. So you may have noticed that I'm using a little bit of vibrato by rolling the bar back and forth. It's okay to start experimenting with that. I'll work on putting together a vibrato lesson at some point, but you don't have to use it at first. If you want to just hold the bar still, that's fine. In fact, when you're first learning to play, it's good to try to not use vibrato at first so you can really let your ear hear the definite pitch you're on so that you can work on bullseyeing your pitches. So for exercise 2B, we're going to play the same pattern, but moving backwards. one of my mentors and my steel teacher who I studied with, a wonderful man named Bobby Flores, told me that it's one thing to climb the tree, but we also need to learn how to get down the tree. What he means by that is a lot of the time there are players who can't go down a scale without going up the scale first. So we also have to learn how to climb backwards down that tree. So learning how to start at the top and work down the scale is just as important as playing the scale in ascending form. Here's 2B. 2, a 1, 2, ready, go. Two, a 1, 2, ready, go. 2, a 1, 2, ready, go. So, exercise 2A and 2B were in the key of G, starting on the 3rd fret with the pedals up. If we start on the 3rd fret with the pedals down, we are going to be in the key of C now. Okay, so 3rd fret pedals up position is G major, put the pedals down, and now we're starting in a C major position. So we're going to do similar exercise, now in the key of C, ascending the neck in 1 octave, playing C scale harmonized. Let's check out exercise 2C. 2, a 1, 2, ready, go. Two, a 1, 2, ready, go. One, two, a 1, 2, ready, go. 'Alright, exercise 2D is going to be the C harmonized scale, starting on the 15th fret and then descending the neck. 2, a 1, 2, ready, go. Two, a 1, 2, ready, go. One, two, a 1, 2, ready, go. 1, All right, folks, so that does it for lesson 2. I encourage you to take these string pair patterns and practice them through all 12 major keys. This will involve you getting comfortable with your fret positions in the pedals up and pedals down positions. So for instance, first fret pedals up F, second fret F sharp, third fret G. If my pedals were down, first fret B flat, second fret B, third fret C. So get familiar with the, positions for where your different key centers are, and then practice these scales in all 12 major keys in both the pedals up and the pedals down position. Also, experiment with trying to pick out familiar melodies using these string pairs. See if you can play some typical country music standards in 2-note harmony using these string groupings. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Many more to come. Be sure to check out ProfessorHonkyTonk.com for resources like backing tracks, sheet music, lots of other fun stuff, some really cool explorations. I've done, deep dive into some various country songs, so check that out. Also, check out LoneStarReserveRecords.com. That's the record label that I own and operate. So check those out, and if you feel so inclined, order a CD or a record or a t-shirt, or if you feel so inclined, kick in a few bucks at ProfessorHonkyTonk.com. There's a support page there. I keep all my content for free, but if you want to buy me a coffee or assist with the cost of production, I would really appreciate that. So this is Professor Honky Tonk signing off, wishing you happy practicing.